And that's why I do not think that they should produce that comic.
That was like really thought-provoking and in-depth.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't... No, you didn't hear my whole feminist literature debate with Kael?
We also like we stood up and we measured each other.
Full frontal.
9 inches soft, 6'2" over here.
Yeah, 6'2". Yeah.
And you also said you were like, you met the CEO of Periods.
Yeah.
And like normally like
shut them down.
In like a uncomfortable situation like that, like a lot of people will just like freeze up. You what, 3 elbows?
Yeah, I actually cancelled.
Yeah, so you're welcome, ladies.
Yeah. So 6'2", by the way.
But unfortunately, the Harley Quinn fart comic still exists. So
yeah.
Sorry, ladies.
Yeah. I'd repeat the feminist literature debate, but I think
that type of fashion can only really be recreated once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I could even recreate it. I think that like it's a one and done type thing, you know.
Yeah. It's time to let a woman speak, you know.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Anyway, Kael, what do you think?
That's gonna age hilarious in like 7 years.
Just you fucking wait.
Just you watch this space.
Clips that. Somebody clip that and repost it again in 8 years.
Simpsons predicted bottom surgery. Clip of Bart having his shmina cut off.
Eat my shorts.
The DCEU.
Yeah. Are we back actually?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that wasn't a bit.
So
wait, that whole conversation about my feminist literature and me being 6'2". I'm just kidding. Anyway,
Stand up.
no. You can't make me do it.
I'm like 6'1", I think, on a good day. It depends on if it's cold or not.
Yeah, and because I'm taller than you, I would say I'm about like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
About 6'2", taller than you.
Yeah.
I was gonna say a foot taller, but that would make me 7'1".
7'1". Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's all in your legs.
Yeah.
He's stand up like flippers.
Yeah, I look like that dude from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. You know, the red guy?
Yeah.
Just all leg.
The person of color?
What?
Interesting.
They're all coloured.
Whoa, dude. Okay. Are you saying colored people are imaginary?
So, the people that don't know, the DC people, the people have been looking after DC, have been dropping the ball quite a lot recently. And they're finally, well, I won't say finally given to someone who like is competent, but like finally given to someone to actually helm it, because beforehand it was a lot of like, oh, this is that, oh, we'll just do this, oh, what about this, oh, we'll throw that in there. But they're actually like, a while ago gave it to James Gunn, which people were like, didn't he get cancelled? Yes he did. But not anymore. They've taken that back.
Got uncancelled.
They threw it back now, y'all. And he is now looking after DC, which some people are all for, but there's a good group of people that are like, nah, we want Snyderverse back. We want the dog shit back. Because did you know that was a thing? People are on Reddit saying, I can't wait to review Bomb Superman, that's bad because they took the Snyderverse from us.
Some people don't deserve to have
the access
fingers.
to the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want the Snyderverse. No one
No,
wants
that was
the
shit.
Snyderverse. Not even Snyder wanted the Snyderverse.
No, he gave up on it.
Yeah.
No, he didn't give up on it, sorry. He left.
Somebody made a tweet saying that everybody who wants to boycott the new Superman movie should go to their local cinema's website and enter the checkout to buy a ticket, but don't actually buy a ticket because that still reserves the seat whilst you're buying it and stop people from being able to buy tickets. And they should just do that every day.
That's
for all
heinous.
days on the 15-minute timeout that it takes. Yeah.
The unemployment line is scary. These people...
Yeah, Marvel unemployment is play rivals. DC unemployment is domestic terrorism.
That is... I've never heard anything like that. That is crazy. Just be like, oh yeah, just to stop people from enjoying it. Not even stop people from like hearing about it, because that's what the review bombing is.
Yeah.
It's to make people not think or not hear that it's a good movie because it got so many bad reviews. I'm not going to go see it. But no, this is actually like, oh, if you actually want to go see it, we're not going to let you. Because Zack Snyder was like, oh yeah, I left because like, didn't his daughter pass away?
Excuse me?
That's why he left Justice League in the first place.
What the fuck, really?
Yeah, that's why he left in the first place, was because like something tragic happened, and then everyone was like, are you going to come back and make Justice League?
Everyone was like, priorities? What the fuck?
Actually, what was it, sorry?
He exited the post-production deal to deal with the death of his daughter.
Holy fuck, okay.
Yeah, and then people were like, why don't you come back and finish Justice League? Why does Batman have a really bad mustache? I mean, Superman. Why does Superman have a really bad mustache?
Yeah, so DC...
I love that this like show has turned into like, let's pick a fandom and rip apart like the bad people that are part of it.
Yeah, actually, we've done Marvel, we've done Star Wars. Homestuck, you're not safe either. We're gonna fucking get you.
Wait till we get to The Simpsons.
Wait till we get to...
2.5 Men? No, there's no one bad in that fandom.
No. It's just men.
Yeah.
The Simpsons Infection AU, we're gonna come for you as well.
The what?
There's always a niche subset of a fandom where it's like this property, but it's like a zombie apocalypse.
I swear, if I had $1 for every time someone dropped a mini today, I'd have $3, which isn't a lot. But it's weird that it's happened 3 times.
On break as well, we broke 2 minis before stream.
Nah, because I dropped it on carpet.
Are you not even painting it, Laser?
The camera cut out, and I thought I'd do a sneaky.
That was 20 minutes ago.
That was show off what mini you're painting, Kael.
Oh.
There she is.
Lazel! I wasn't happy with the arms on Crossbones here. So
They weren't as defined muscular like yours.
So I wanted to touch them up. They were a little bit too red, and I wanted to make them look a little more normal.
He's had a few days in the sun. He's a bit sunburned.
But now it looks gross in the other direction. So I don't know what the fuck to do with them. But Lazel. We're doing Lazel today.
You're not my mum, you can't tell me what to do.
Kael, what did you do before stream?
I broke the sword.
You drop her on the floor?
I dropped it on the floor.
Did you?
Broke the sword.
Did you apologise to Jules?
Who fixed that?
Jules fixed it. Because I tried to fix it and I glued my pinky finger to my ring finger.
It's better than gluing your pinky to your ring. Anyway, so we're going to go through what the DC universe was.
Shit. From an arse.
It really was. So, Kael, I want to ask if you've seen majority of these, because I have not.
I was following it really closely as it was happening, and then I dropped the fuck off. So what are we talking about here?
So Man of Steel,
Yes.
I did watch that.
I coped I was like fucking 2, so I enjoyed that one a lot.
You were probably about 15 at the time.
That was 2015?
It was 2013.
I would have been 13.
Crazy.
Yeah, my age is so easy to track. So I was born year 2000.
Oh, but because you're a year older than me in school, but because you're at the beginning of the year, I'm the end of the year.
Because you're
cool, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So whatever year it was, I was that age.
Oh, me too. That's what age I was turning that year.
Yeah.
So I was 12, turning 13 when Man of Steel came out, which it's not a great Superman movie because it's like
It's pretty bad.
the main thing you've got to like get your head around is the fact that Superman can't save everyone, but he could have.
Does Superman do anything heroic, or does he just stand around and frown a lot in that movie?
He like saves people from an oil rig. He saves a school bus. Like there's stuff like that, and he destroys half of Metropolis.
Yeah, I don't think he actually saves anyone.
And there's like people. Well, that's the thing. There's people at the end where they're like being lasered, and he's like, "Ah!" and he kills someone by snapping their neck, and then he saves those group of people after killing what James Gunn, not James Gunn, the director said.
It was like 5,000?
5,000 people died,
Yeah.
but he cried when he killed someone to save 3 people.
It's
so convoluted and it's so backwards that it doesn't make sense.
Zack Snyder, I'm very sorry for your loss, but you make movies like how a 14-year-old makes movies.
it's a blue laser into the sky machine as well. That's the final fight.
Yeah.
And then we go directly from Man of Steel.
Mm-hmm. Starting off
the first one,
strong.
starting off strong with nearly just over $6.5 million, and an average score from Rotten Tomatoes and Metacritic at 56%. So not great, not awful, but it was better than Batman Forever.
I don't know. Actually. I don't know. I would watch Batman Forever 10 times before I watch Superman. It's not even called Superman. Before I watch Man of Steel again.
It's just such a dark take on the Superman movie, with like the Superman character, which is just.
It's not even like interesting dark. It's just it's quite literally I can't see shit.
Yeah, it's such a dark movie in the sense that
I love
the filter on it is dark.
I love Pa Kent, and I love all the memes around Pa Kent where it's like, no super son. Don't go in and save these people. That doesn't make sense. Let me, old man, do it.
Let me get caught on a bit of like the car that you could walk through and get killed by a tornado. I was explaining this to a friend of the show, T, that originally Superman's dad dies by a heart attack, which is
because
sudden, unexpected, and the fact that Superman would like drown out people's heartbeats, right? Because he's a superhero.
He can hear everything.
He can hear everything. He would have to drown out people's heartbeats. To be in a conversation with someone and all of a sudden there's no heartbeat is jarring.
Oh, yeah.
And then he would have to deal with the fact of he can't do anything about that. And that's what sets him on the arc of he can't save everyone, but he needs to try to save everyone. He needs to do all he can to save everyone else. Whereas in this, the theme is, fuck tornadoes.
Don't do shit. Don't do shit, actually.
Natural disasters can't be helped.
Be lazy, be Jesus. Fuck you. Fuck me.
Fuck them. And then we go directly from building Superman up.
Even Mark Kent is like, you don't owe the world a thing. It's like, Mark Kent, what?
The whole thing is Superman knows that he's... like, the villain Lex Luthor is like, look at how dangerous this man is. He could kill us all with a blink.
Yeah.
And then Superman's like, yes, I could, but I'm not going to, and I'm going to prove that every single day because I could kill you, and I'm not going to.
Yeah.
And then this character's like, now, but, like, if there's a natural disaster, shit happens, I guess.
Yeah. It's like, comic books... That's the thing, that's the argument. It's like, everyone's like, Superman's so fucking boring, he's just a goody two-shoes, he's just strong. But then, you actually read a Superman story, or you watch an episode of fucking Justice League, and you find out that, like, every movement he makes, he has to, like, hold back.
I love the comics and the shows, the parts in the show where he realizes, like, I can't hold back in this fight. And that's when, like, he gets to let loose. Yeah. And it's often with Doomsday. That's, like, the moment where he gets to not hold back. Which I think would be a great segue into our Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. That one,
Dawn of Justice.
I would feel that one.
Who's naming these movies?
Is 14-year-old.
I would like to pitch you, Jules. Could you please be the corporate board of DC at the time?
Yeah.
We're gonna make a movie where it pins two iconic characters, Batman and Superman, up against each other through literally manipulation. They're gonna be manipulated into hating each other. But in the background...
Also, sorry, I'm also in this meeting, hello. I was taking minutes, but you forgot to mention, Batman does get bummed in jail.
Yeah.
What?
You weren't there for the pitch meeting?
No, Batman gets bummed in jail.
It was in the elevator pitch.
Batman gets... what?
Batman gets assaulted in jail every day.
What?
What
are you talking about?
Canon. James, what's his fucking name? James Squire?
James Gunn?
Ronald Gunn? No, not James, no. The shitty one. The
Zack Snyder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course his name's Zack. Fuck you, Zack Snyder.
What did he do?
Yeah, what's the pitch?
Oh yeah, Zack Snyder was like, "What? Anything could happen in this world. Even Batman could be a prison assaulted in the shower."
I don't think I've watched that movie since 2016.
Anyway.
Lounge cinemas.
Anyways, we're gonna pin these two characters up against each other, and then we're also gonna introduce the thing that kills one of them. That's not one of the two of them. We're gonna call it Dawn of Justice, though.
It's like they watched Avengers and they were like, you see what we do? So make that fight between Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man in the woods a whole movie.
Whole movie, but make it over the fact that Nick Fury is actually going like.
And it's the first time we see Iron Man.
Yeah, Iron Man rocks up.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's just so bad. As someone who really likes DC, it's just got all the elements that are just like, these are good because they're built up.
Like
the fact that Batman and Superman fight each other is like, could you like the difference between Batman secretly keeping tabs on Superman, secretly building an arsenal that could kill Superman, is way more threatening than I got my ass kicked by some dude, so I want to turn this lump of kryptonite into every weapon I can think of.
Yeah.
And that's what makes the Dark Knight story good, is because Batman goes up against Superman because Superman's like, you need to retire, and Batman's like, no, fuck you. You can't make me. I have, over the years, built a suit that can kill you. And Superman's like, no, you haven't. And he's like, you want to fucking bet? Because I have. And that's what makes that story good. Not the fact that Superman goes, I could throw you across this room right now. And then he does. And Batman's like, Superman quite the womb. But I know his weakness. Kryptonite.
Green gas attack, go!
3 times it takes him 10 seconds to reload each time. And then he goes, this weapon that I'm going to use to kill Superman, I'm going to leave it 3 buildings away from where we're going to start fighting.
Yeah, so I have to crawl shittily to get there.
You saw the spear, right? You saw like how the fact that the tip of it was like maybe this big?
Yeah.
Make a dagger!
But then you don't get cool spear. But then
why would he make a spear?
Because
that makes no sense.
Because Zachary from year fucking 9, his last series of sketches that he drew in his fucking notebook instead of paying attention in science class was about Romans and Spartans. Yeah, spears and abs and hard men. Yeah. So of course he's drawing a spear in this one. He loves spears.
You know what else Spartans did?
Boys. Boys.
They did lots of boys.
But
it's just like, that's also the same movie where the bomb that blows up everything is a wheelchair, right? Like that's not Justice League, that's Dawn of Justice.
That's Dawn of Justice.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor pisses in a jar.
Yeah.
And then
calls it Grandma's peach tea.
Yeah. And isn't it like Superman's best friend as well?
No.
Or am I thinking of something else?
No, Superman's it's a person that
what's his name? Owen Wilson or some shit?
No. It's a person that got hurt during the Batman or the Superman attacks, and then was in a wheelchair. Then Lex Luthor went. Imagine. This guy, right? He's in a wheelchair. He's been damaged in not a natural disaster. An alien fought another alien in your city, and you are then wheelchair bound for the rest of your life. And Lex Luthor skirts his way into your living room with a high-tech wheelchair that then he uses to blow you up.
Yeah.
Same movie as the Tadpole Doomsday, by the way.
They had Zod's corpse and they extracted a piece of Zod's DNA and put him in a pool. They grew a test tube Doomsday.
The same pool that they bring Superman back to life with in the next movie. It's so connected in the loosest and most lazy way possible.
I fucking hate these movies.
So that made $873 million.
Give me all of that.
And Wonder Woman's in it.
You could have fooled me.
Oh yeah, that's right, because she's... No, actually, Wonder Woman, Flash, and Cyborg are in it. Flash and Cyborg and Aquaman, are all in an email.
Yeah. they got the to whom it may concern treatment.
Oh, it's just like...
I love the Aquaman one because it's just...
I've got nothing to say about Wonder Woman being in it. Like, it's Gal Gadot, she's in it. That's the next one. That's the next one. This one's a lot of like, I thought she was with you.
Well, that's the shitty thing because they were like, oh, it's gonna be the Dark Knight Returns, guys. It's gonna be a Dark Knight Returns movie. You guys love that one. Oh my god, Dark Knight Returns. But then in the trailer, it's like, yeah, it's not gonna be that. It's gonna be these 3 versus Doomsday.
But it's not even that.
It's not even that. It's one of those things where it's like this movie is trying to be 8 different fucking comic book stories, and it doesn't achieve a single one of them. And the original stuff that isn't derived from any of these comic books is the most arse shit you've ever seen.
It's like literally got pillars of great comic books, but like the concrete that connects all of them to make a wall is cellophane.
Yeah.
So it's just so thin and so like transparently awful. Like you've got like the Dark Knight like story with Batman v Superman, where he's got like he's like imagine if we got Tony Stark, right? Imagine we got Tony Stark. He walked out on set for, let's say, Civil War.
Yeah.
And he had the nanotech suit. He had, like, off screen, had been through alcohol. He came out and he was like, oh, I don't drink anymore because of all of my history. And you're like, that sounds way more interesting than what we've got now. That's what we were given. You get shown a Batman, or a Robin suit that's got ha 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 written all across it. And I was like, that's sick, because that insinuates that he's already had a run-in with the Joker and he's already been broken.
Yeah.
So we're seeing the Batman that's broken. But we don't get to see the Batman during being broken. We just get told it off screen.
In that movie, I don't know if it's that or Justice League, I can't remember, but one of them starts with the Batman origin story. And if it's Batman versus Superman, like I'm remembering, that's hilarious. Because you go from the Batman origin story, smash cut to the end of his career.
Yeah.
There's a slow-mo shot of the gun, like, stuck on the pearls, and the gun fires. When it fires, it pulls and breaks the pearls.
I will say the origin
That does kind of fuck a little bit.
The origin of Batman has never looked better. But keep in mind, it was done, what, 8 years before that with Batman Begins?
I think, it might be my favorite rendition of it.
Really?
Yeah.
More than Batman Begins?
Well, to be fair,
I don't like the Batman when Joker kills him.
no, that's
That's bums.
You ever dance in the with you ever
Dance with the devil in the pale moonlight.
you ever fuck a pale twink and
although
eat a deviled sausage?
my favorite, like,
Fuck. Yeah, what's up?
my favorite way that Batman's parents are killed is just by a nameless thug.
Joe Chill.
He's not nameless, fuck you.
No, but like when they don't give him a name. Like in the Batman Matt Reeves, it's just like, it just throws away like...
Batman Matt Reeves? They're like, we need you to come back. We're not doing a Superman anymore, we're doing Batman now, but you're like the guy.
You are the guy.
Gee willikers, Robin.
You, like, because it's like 27 years since Batman, like, since Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne were assassinated.
So who?
Martha? Why'd you say that name?
Who's that? Why did you say that name?
And it's like their killer is still on the loose, like they don't know who did it. And like that is amazing. I love that. I love the idea that like Batman didn't like achieve his one mission, which was to avenge his parents at all. He's just like, I just gotta stop crime in general.
Yeah. It's so fun. I fucking love the jokes where it's like the Marvel equivalent, and it's like, what if in Infinity War, Tony and Gamora like start fighting, and then Gamora's like, stop this! If we keep fighting, then Peter's gonna die. And then Tony's like, what?
Why did you say that name?
Why did you say that name? And then Mantis is like, that's her boyfriend's name.
What am I supposed to say? Jesus?
Yeah.
We did have that. When they're like,
No.
they're like, tell me where Gamora is. And I was like, what was I saying? What master do you serve? What am I supposed to say? Jesus? And he's like, why did you say that name? It's like, because he's from Earth. I'm from Earth, dipshit. It's from Missouri. Like they literally did that
But-
with Jesus.
No, it's not even
At least it's not
close.
the build-up of the entire film.
Yeah.
The
It
Guardians.
doesn't
It's like Thanos.
It doesn't lead to like, we're looking for an Infinity Stone, and Doctor Strange is like, an Infinity Stone? You mean?
By the eye of my God.
You
He
mean?
accidentally pops his ult in the spawn waiting for Thanos.
And everyone's just like,
Fuck, you did that.
that was weird as fuck, dude.
Yeah, why?
So that one was 27%, 29% on Rotten Tomatoes, 44% on Metacritic.
I think while they're on Titan, one of them was like,
Bye.
my fucking Chrono Shield is not gonna. It's run out, bro. We have to clutch this.
We have to clutch up.
You're gonna have to speedrun the rest of the Snyderverse.
I know, we are so far behind.
It's just there's so much shit to talk about.
And then directly after that, we got the worst. I would say it's the worst.
Sorry, before we move on from Batman vs Superman, there is a scene where Lois and Clark fuck in a tub, and Clark puts he gets into the tub with Lois. Lois is naked, Clark is not. He's got his fucking shoes on still.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And to be fair, he could just fly them to the sun and dry them instantly.
it's the principle.
I don't think it's that his shoes are getting wet that's the issue.
It's the fact
I
that
think
he's
it's
wearing
wearing
shoes.
them.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then after that, we have the worst one, I would say, in my opinion, the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
What are we, some kind of Suicide Squad?
What are we? This is Katana! I would recommend not getting killed by her. Her sword traps the souls of its victims. I was so ready to ride that film's PB. I was so excited in 2016.
No,
You know why?
I need to tell the story.
What? There's a story?
I went to the midnight screening of the Suicide Squad on its like pre-release screening, midnight screening, dressed as Jared Leto's Joker.
Where are the photos?
With there are photos. I will find them. I'll put them in the Discord. With the face makeup, with the like damaged tattoo on my forehead, with the slicked back like green hair, and I got
Grills?
like foil and put it like over my teeth so that I had grills, and I was the only one dressed up for this midnight screening.
This is crazy.
Oh, and I was so excited for this movie. The only film that I've ever been as excited for is the new Superman movie. And I'm really scared now. But I was so excited for the Suicide
You
Squad.
have to dress up for the Superman
And
movie. I don't make the rules.
It was the worst
You
night
have
of
to-
my life.
I will dress
I was
up.
like 12.
I will dress up as Guy Gardner if you dress up as something from the Superman movie. So just another Saturday night for Jules. Dressed as the Jared Leto Joker.
Yeah.
So imagine you're. How old were you at the time? 2016.
Like
Born
5?
in 2004.
So you're 12. About 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have been 12. 12-year-old Jules going to see Suicide Squad, and
And just watches a 3-hour-long trailer.
Nick Joker was first makeup ever. Nick dressed up as the Joker once. That was pretty good. So yeah, Suicide Squad. Nick and Jules' lore is so deeply intertwined. It is. Like 5 shots fired, Kael.
What?
Hayden can dress up as DeVito Penguin. Yeah, and I'll bite your nose.
I'm actually not posting this. I'm actually too embarrassed to post this.
No,
But you guys can see it.
You've got to show
You
it.
can see it.
No. No, that's crook.
It's that bad.
That's so bad.
If we put it in a collage of 12-year-old photos of us when we're 12, I think it'll be fine.
No. That's so bad.
You look like I'm so sorry.
The
I'm
fact
so
that
sorry,
you
but-
took that photo as a selfie, but you look off
No,
guard.
it's not a selfie. My mom took that photo.
I'm so sorry, but you look like Ray William Johnson.
I can't. I actually don't have it in me to share this with the world. I'm so sorry.
Part of Kael's soul just died. Izzy asked us for you to send it to them.
The second we started talking about Suicide Squad, the memories kicked in. I saw that shit in the theater.
Yeah. Because, you know why it was good? Because the people that made it... No, sorry. Why it looked good, sorry. The people that made it weren't the ones that made the trailer.
Yeah.
But the trailers were so deceptive.
Sorry, I didn't
It's
boost.
hardcore.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
I
Anyway,
need to speed up and then I derailed.
that was $750 million.
That was a derail that led into a beautiful ocean, though.
Then we had Wonder Woman.
This was
had the Spy Kids ass riff.
yeah. I remember this one being the first good one,
Yes.
but looking back on it now,
It's fine.
I watched it for the first time in school on a TV up, like, angled.
I find it hilarious that the spoilers for Zionist film, fucking the Remus Lupin was the real bad guy, and during the fight where he's revealed as the bad guy, he keeps the mustache. He just looks like a British boy the entire time, and he's just throwing hands with Gal Gadot. It's also, I'm convinced that they photoshopped Chris Pine's body Because in 90 to 85% of the film, he looks a little bit large, and that's cool. That's fine. But then he's shown in the bath, and they hit him with the twink ray. They're like, "You are skinny now." And then the rest of the film, he's wearing like big jackets and like stuffed suits and stuff, and like there's nothing wrong with that. But it feels like they were like,
Pedro isn't in this one.
No, Pedro's in the second one.
Pedro's one bad performance.
Yeah, that's
You've got to
awful.
give me the stone. So yeah, then after that, after Lovely Wonder Woman, we had
I just remembered Wonder Woman 84 with like the
You need to give me the stone.
no, not even that, the cheetah.
Oh god. I fell asleep in that. No, I left during that movie.
It was
My family was watching it and I walked out.
That is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life.
I didn't get to the part where the cheetah was revealed. I was at the Kael no bit.
Yeah.
I haven't watched.
Kael no is from Justice
that's
League.
Justice League.
No, not Kael no. You need to give me the
Kael.
stone.
That's like halfway through.
Yeah. Speaking of Justice League,
Justice
November 17, 2017. Justice League.
Peak year. Breath of the Wild came out that year. I turned 17.
Nice.
I was the same age as Link that year.
Oh. Anyways, so we had Justice League, which
Buns.
not good. Not good.
You ever piss after having a cut on the inside and a scab passes?
No.
I'd rather relive that 8 times than watch Justice League again.
Did a sounding experiment go wrong?
No.
Okay.
You ever, never had a cut inside?
No. Fortunately, no.
Want to change that?
No. Yeah, Justice League, which obviously there's a lot of stuff going around in the background of that movie. Speaking of Mission Impossible Fallout, Henry Cavill finished filming for Justice League, went to go film for Fallout, and then they went, actually this movie's asked, we need to do some reshoots. Can we get him to shave his mustache? We'll make you a prosthetic. And they went, no. And they went, what if we do all the work to make the most realistic CGI so he has a mustache for your entire movie you've ever seen? They went, no. And then they went, so we're going to have to film Superman with the mustache and edit it out afterwards? And they went, yeah. So that's why we have a top lip about that big on Henry Cavill. Because he has a mustache. And I don't know if you know this, but when you have a mustache, your mouth, like your top lip doesn't move as much. Because there's just that thick thing there. So he's just like this all the time.
It's like the opposite of having a septum piercing.
Yeah.
Because when you have a septum piercing, you go all the time.
Yeah.
Just to make sure it's there.
You don't like this, because you'd be tickling your nose.
Which fuck it, and for a scene, all for a scene that's just like, oh, one of our interns watched Homecoming, and the scene where it starts and he's like filming on his phone. It's really charming. So we want to do that with Superman, and just for Superman to just stand there and look kind of like polite, but like disinterested in these kids that are filming him.
With a top lip this big.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the start of the... Oh no, that was $657 million. Wasn't received well, with 40% and 45%.
Shit from an ass.
But the peak was yet to come. Aquaman. $1 billion movie. Somehow.
I can't stand up. People say that it's the good one. I can't stand it.
No.
It's just because it's Jason Momoa.
No, it's awful.
Jason, there is one shot that goes absolutely fucking sicko mode, where he's like they're both diving and they're like piranha people are around them, and it's like them. You have the boat on the shore, you have them with a flare, and it's just like them surrounded by it slaps and it kicks and it fucks.
There are a few
Sharks
scenes.
with lasers on their heads.
Like I just like Black Manta. Like that is.
He's very silly. He's very silly in that movie. He's extremely silly. I love teenage Aquaman. He's like, my mother.
What, they killed her?
They killed her?
Yeah, I forgot about that part. That's Willem Dafoe in it too.
Yeah, what the fuck? They had a slicked back elf Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe.
$1 billion.
Willem Dafoe.
That's the same amount of money that Disney paid George Lucas to own Star Wars. Aquaman made that money.
What the fuck did they have to
In a
shoot?
cave with a box of scraps. And then this is where it gets good. By gets good, I mean it goes down the tubes. Shazam. I love Shazam as a character. Absolutely love Shazam. One of my favourite DC characters.
My only reference point for Shazam was when he got his fucking skull lasered in for talking shit in Injustice.
Injustice, yeah. Superman's like,
And everyone else was like, yeah, we're gonna stand by Superman after that.
yeah, you just literally killed a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just for a quick, like, spoilers on Shazam and the spoilers of the comic book. In the comic book, Shazam relies on his family and lends his powers to his family, right? And becomes weaker because he's, like, dampens his power to give to everyone else.
Is that why there's like Power Rangers?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he gives his power to everyone in his family to, like, make it that he doesn't have to burden this fight on his own. But that makes him weaker, and he gets, like, knocked out and, like, learns, oh, I need to, like, actually stand on my own 2 feet and be a superhero.
Yeah.
In the movie, he gives his powers to his family and they become stronger. And they win with the power of family.
Yeah, great.
And I'm like, that's such a, like, 180, but it's fitting for this DC universe. It's such a 180 on the character.
Because it's bad?
Yeah, because it's a bad, like, retelling.
This Black Adam. What the fuck was that?
We're getting there, Kael. Don't jump too far.
What the fuck was that movie?
What's that?
What's next?
Have sex, have
Birds of
sex.
Prey.
Oh.
Birds of Prey was fun. I watched it in the cinema. I had a great time.
Ewan McGregor is
That
Black
is
Mask.
the first time that I started properly logging films on Letterboxd, and I've never not logged a film since.
Wow, really?
Oh.
Yeah, since 2019, was it?
Well,
Birds of Prey.
Logging
2020, February 7th.
2020.
all of DC's films are absolute fucking logs.
And then, after Birds of Prey, which only made $200 million.
Birds of Prey made a better use of Mary Elizabeth Winstead than Final Destination 3 ever could.
Did she make a comment about 9/11 in Birds of Prey? I don't think so.
She could have.
She went, hey Harley Quinn, look at this manila folder I have.
And then we have the lovely Wonder Woman 98.
Awful,
Give me the
awful,
stones!
Awful.
Bad.
And then,
Shit from a butt.
and then,
No, it's piss from a butt. Nothing solid in that movie.
the only movie in this list that I would stand on a pedestal and say is good,
The only movie in this list.
Black Adam.
The Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit's great. It's a better D&D movie than the D&D movie somehow.
100%. It's so funny. You give a shit about these characters that almost, like, a lot of people that love DC would never have heard of.
Yeah. And who's to thank for that?
James Gunn.
Yeah, because
The
it
person
stopped
that
being...
juggles, like, characters in a team-up really well.
And there are 2 cocks. You see 2 flaccid penises in this movie. How great!
How good for...
I didn't dress up for this one.
You didn't dress up as the flaccid
No.
cock?
Not for this movie.
But
You
like,
didn't dress up as
I
King
did see it
Shark?
in cinemas, but I was really embarrassed after the last time. So I was like, I'll go see it.
Yeah.
But
It
this
only...
is-
But it was worth it. It was
They-
a really good movie.
they picked such good villains for this. Like,
Yeah.
Ratcatcher? Ratcatcher 2, sorry. Fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like, one of...
Also, the dynamic between her and the fact that Bloodsport, the leader of the team,
He's like a
is
shit dad.
is petrified of rats.
Yeah, yeah.
And they don't lean on that through the whole movie, but every time she does something, he's like, okay.
Yeah. Polka Dot Man is funny.
Mummy issues Polka Dot Man.
Yeah. Hey, it's your mom! See? We're feeling something.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a movie.
You know, okay, I will say one of the worst parts about that movie is Harley Quinn.
Yeah?
I don't like the use of Harley. I know they had to use her
Simulate the Queen.
They had to use her to, like, tie in with the other one, but, like, loosely and, like, kind of, like, not really. But I'm like, she's just, like, she hasn't developed since that last movie, and she
Yeah.
hasn't kept up with this new movie.
I mean, yeah, she kind of, like, was doing her own thing, and they just kind of went, like, back into this.
Yeah.
But
But it has one of the best opening scenes and the best, like, opening twist of a movie. Because all the marketing was like, look at these people, you love these people. And the first, like, the opening scene is like, nah.
yeah, I loved. Like, this is how you do Nathan Fillion. You don't make him Guy Gardner. You make him Arm Lad or whatever his name was.
arm detacher lad
Yeah.
or whatever the fuck.
TDK.
That is hilarious. Why did you fuck up the canon by bringing him back as Guy Gardner? Do you think Guy Gardner, if that dude didn't die horribly, do you think Guy Gardner was going to meet that guy on the streets and be like, Father? Anyway,
Yeah.
fucking phenomenal movie, the only good one so far.
And then
What do you got next?
after that, about just over a year later, didn't do anything for a year, we had the movie that was supposed to redefine the powers in the DC universe.
What was
Black Adam.
Move over the death of Queen Elizabeth. We're
That-
so sorry, but Black Adam does release in theaters this week.
Excuse me?
No,
That's an
Jules,
actual-
Jules, I would like you to not explain further. Pull up the tweet.
Okay.
Pull up the tweet.
Okay.
The Black Adam movie I went to see in cinema, I have since rewatched, and I think it is, if you switch your brain off and just watch it as an action movie, it's still not good. But like, it's just like, you can see that there is somewhat care, and like there's somewhat like The Rock wanted.
Are you ready?
No.
This is what The Rock, Dwayne The Rock
Dwayne
Johnson, on his official Twitter. This is
Dwayne-
what he posted.
Dwayne Cockrock and Johnson.
Rest in peace, Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II, a great woman who sat on the throne as long as anyone in British history. Sad she will never get to see hashtag Black Adam lightning emoji in theaters October 21st. That's worse.
That's
than
some like
Rest
Paul
in
Brothers
peace,
shit.
Anne Frank. I think she would have been a believer. In the Anne Frank guest book. That's arguably worse.
That is insane. I
We need to bring back embarrassment. I have a bone to pick with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Not a physical one. He will snap me in too. But
yeah.
such a non-artist, you know?
Yeah.
Such a non-actor.
I remember like a long time ago when he was like, I want to do Black Adam. And like I was all for it when I was like 7. But then like DC went down the tubes and he was like, no. Give me a shot. And then like they brought back Henry Cavill in a cameo for it.
Wait a second, hang on. Isn't Black Adam Egyptian?
Yeah.
Isn't Dwayne The Rock Johnson Samoan?
Something like that. Where he's from, Hawaii? I don't know.
To be fair, RDJ is not Romani when he's playing Dr. Cockrock in Doom, so...
RDJ is also not in Tropic Thunder.
Anyway, proceed.
Next.
That's iconic. What the fuck? After Black Adam, we had Shazam! Fury of the Gods.
A movie that might have come out?
I saw this in cinemas because I love Shazam.
Really?
I love the character of Shazam. I had hope. It was pissed on.
Jesus. See, I'm happy, I'm lucky that, like, I love Mystique from the X-Men. I'm lucky that Mystique is a side character in these X-Men movies and has not gotten standalone garbage shit movies, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's awful. I'm sorry you had to go through that. What the fuck?
And then, oh, there's so much more I forgot about. The movie that I went to also see in the cinemas because I was hopeful of, The Flash. When they have like, it's just not good through and through. Like,
It's not a Flash movie though. It's a everything else movie.
the best part about that movie was Supergirl. And they're also like,
Supergirl fucks in that movie.
and they were like, nah. But also,
I
right,
love Supergirl in that movie.
Jules, we're gonna go back to the, what was that, sorry?
Nothing.
We're gonna go back to the boardroom, okay? Jules?
Oh, let me put on my dress pants.
Yeah, put some pants on, please.
Okay.
So we're gonna do a Flash movie. Ezra Miller has been in some hot water.
Oh yeah, what
As
have
of
they been up
late?
to?
Some,
They kidnap someone?
well,
Okay. We could let that slide, maybe.
yeah.
Kidnap someone. Multiple people?
Okay. Look, Ezra Miller.
Have you
Look.
been to Hawaii lately?
Threatened to murder people?
Okay. Ezra Miller has been in
I'm
some.
from the cops.
Okay.
But he was in Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Ezra Miller has been in some hot water. That's all I'm
Assaulted
saying.
women?
What was that?
Assaulted women? We can let it slide.
Well,
It's alright.
okay.
That's what we
I'm a big fan of
do.
the Flash.
Because he runs like he's got people in his pants.
It's good
and he's,
marketing for the movie.
yeah.
The faster he runs, the more realistic it'll
So
be.
if we put,
Method acting.
so we'll take all of the stuff that Ezra Miller has done.
Uh-huh.
We'll put that in a bag, right? And we'll just put that bag.
I think he might have put people in a bag.
Okay.
To be honest.
And then we'll put that bag somewhere else. Okay.
He did that.
And then what I would like to do for this movie is, so people don't really like Ezra Miller at the moment.
Uh-huh.
So you're probably thinking we'll probably have him on screen a little bit, not a lot. We're actually going to have 2 of him. He's going to be on the screen twice
Two
the
Ezras.
entire movie.
So are they gonna play Ezra and then an alternate universe Ezra?
They're both just the exact same version,
So-
pretty much, and they're both just as equally annoying as the other one.
Okay.
Like, what is brunch? Fucking.
I love that this was the first Flash movie we got as well. Like
Ever.
Yeah,
Flash, yeah,
they will never be my Flash, but like.
yeah.
It's just like that was so baffling to me.
What
like
if-
you've
what
got a
if-
character,
yeah.
you've got a person that is in such hot water, and they're like, we're gonna put
No.
2 of them on screen though.
What if hear me out? We end the movie. George Clooney.
Please. What?
The worst Batman.
George Clooney just shows up for
The
no reason.
That is the shit.
And we have Ezra Miller reacting to George Clooney showing up, being like, "Oh, maybe that must be Batman," even though
he wouldn't know. Well, they wouldn't know.
That's
the Flash would not know.
that is exactly the kind of shit they pull that entire film. It's what people wanted from No Way Home. It's what people wanted from fucking Deadpool Wolverine. It is kind of what we got in Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah, look.
What?
Every day I dislike
Though.
that movie more and more.
Though.
What was that? Wait, what?
Every day I dislike that movie more and more.
Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah.
I reviewed it today on Letterboxd.
Did it make
Oh,
me
yeah?
cry? Yes.
There was a TikTok fan edit at the end.
But
Yeah.
so did me stepmom, and I don't talk to her no more, do I?
Was that the one that made you swim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. From one side of the Hillary's boat harbor to the other, on my back. Don't know why the fuck. Some people are just bored, huh?
Some people just out here.
It's like, hey, overweight 10-year-old, do some fucking tricks for me.
Do a backflip, yo. So then after that,
Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ.
after
Was-
the catastrophic fail of the Flash,
We're still in the thick of it, huh?
Blue Beetle.
There's more. What? How is there fucking more? Who is greenlighting this shit?
So, fun fact, I actually like Blue Beetle as a character.
If you have to be like,
They were-
I actually like, it's a
They
rough
were
start.
really good in the Young Justice TV show because a lot of the third season or second season is based around like the Beatles, not John, not Ringo.
Oh, we've got to stop. We've got to stop Deathstroke, Ringo.
He's grooming more children, Ringo.
Oh, well, in that case, I might rather like him, John.
Oh no, John. Ringo.
She was just 17.
Don't-
Anyway.
So then, yeah, Blue Beetle happened. $130 million because no one watched it.
Yeah.
Because also this was the period of time where James Gunn had taken over, had also been like, we're going to do this extra cool stuff and it's going to be amazing. And everyone was like, cool, so I don't have to give a shit about the
Yeah.
current DC
Yeah.
climate.
I don't have to visit the Snyderverse because it is wheezing on its deathbed.
So imagine you make a movie, right?
Yeah.
Imagine you make a movie, Kael. It's a project that you put a lot of time and effort into and it makes $1 billion. And you're like, people must want a sequel to this.
No, what I do is I make a cowboy flick next.
Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom
Oh, yeah, it's
made
another...
less than half of what Aquaman 1 made.
They just kept making shit, huh?
Yeah. And then from 6:30 till 7, we're going to talk about some more stuff.
we can combine both of what the plan was for the bracket with just talking about them.
Yeah.
But like even Marvel's shittest movies in the MCU, I remember that they came out.
Yeah.
I could not tell you a single thing about Aquaman 2.
I know that he has a blue suit.
Why?
I don't know, but that's on the marketing. He's blue. He's blue now.
What's wrong with you?
Why are you blue?
Why are you blue?
Anyway, so we're gonna... Isn't that Girly Pop's fault Yeah, it wasn't like who's in it?
So Amber Heard is in the movie.
Amber Heard, that's right, because they tried to get her out of it, but then like she was like already filmed her scenes, and they were like, no, contractually, there's no reason for her to be taken out of it. Like there wasn't enough grounds for her to be taken out of it, and they're also like, no,
Yeah.
because this was like this was like 2023. This was like peak Johnny Depp Amber Heard like trial.
Yeah.
This was when this was happening.
So a lot of
People boycotted it.
Johnny Depp fanboys who love supporting suing women for defamation, even though they got you on 14 grounds of sexual assault in court the previous year. They were like, no, fuck this movie. And it's still made like $500 million.
Amber Heard's only
Yeah,
crime.
it made $439 million.
That's more money than Thunderbolts made.
Yeah,
That's
pretty much
insane.
double, I think.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Actually, I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
The fact that
Y'all should have went out and saw Thunderbolts. I'm mad at you.
Yeah, flopped
I'm fucked.
hard.
Yeah.
flopped harder than me.
14? What an odd number.
Yeah.
That was the age Jules was 2 years after seeing Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Age reveal.
Reveal.
Anyway, we're gonna go on break
Yeah.
because I've talked about DC a lot.
I've received psychic damage.
Yeah.
What are we doing in next part?
We're talking about more DC stuff.
So fuck you.
We're talking about the exciting stuff,
The
though.
new
The stuff that
stuff.
we're excited about, and the stuff that I've watched recently because I decided to give DC another shot.
Yeah, I saw you were watching the Teen Titans Judas contract.
I will stand by the DC animated universe is by far the best cinematic universe to date.
No, I was talking about the fight. He's rather proficient when we have sex.
Corey! See? Goated.
I haven't seen that movie.
Goated.
That's a funny scene.
We'll be back soon. Look after yourself. Get yourself something little nibble on. Give yourself something little drink on. And we'll be back soon. We miss you already.
Miss you already.
The guy that whipping Nene.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, I knew about that.
Yeah. The stick? That guy?
That guy? I can see why he was under the helmet the whole time.
Because he was wanted
What
by
the fuck?
He was wanted by the law.
He got so good at driving cars because he was running from the cops.
Yeah, but he only went in circles.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, this can't whip a Nene? Oh dang.
Don't call him that.
Oh dang.
Cunt whip a nene.
This is big for Darrington Press because they were the lead designers for D&D, and they were like, we quit. We both quit. We're gonna leave, and we don't know where we're going. You don't know where we're going. And then like a few months later, Darrington Press were like, look who we got.
Look who we got.
Look who, oh, crazy that they just happen to not have jobs at this current moment in time.
Yeah, fucking bonkers. Which is sad, because as a system, I prefer D&D over Daggerheart. So the fact that Daggerheart's getting all the cool toys is a little bit saddening to me.
But it's also like it's not like Daggerheart isn't getting the cool toys. It's Darrington Press.
Yeah.
Like
so,
it's interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see where they go with this. Which is gonna be exciting.
They're gonna be the ones who fetch Coke Zero for Laura Bailey.
She definitely drinks something a little bit more exotic, like Fanta.
Dr. Pepper.
Nah, it's definitely like Pasito, like she drinks in Australia.
Because you're gonna see Critical Role soon.
Yeah. Do I?
You gift them Pasito. I don't know if they.
That's such like a. I'll give them Tim Tam's Pasito and a shrimp from the Barbie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
And a drop bear.
If I had never had Pasito before, and
It's just passion fruit drink, Kael. It's not groundbreaking.
It's just passion fruit drink. Do you hear yourself?
Yes.
Passion's in the fucking name, dude.
God. Anyways,
It's got a parakeet on it.
something a little more exotic, like Fanta. Give them cola beer. Oh, that's only WA, isn't it? Like that's a
Really?
WA only.
Really?
Like Kirks don't.
It's because we're fucked up and freaky.
Huh?
Call it Fox.
Yeah, I'll say it.
Have you had sarsaparilla?
Yes.
It's like cough medicine.
Have you had Dr. Pepper before?
No.
That shit's bad.
Yeah?
Yes.
Moving on.
Minis of the week. Jules, could you please pull up the minis of the week that your lovely friend of the show sent you?
Minis
of the week. Minis of the week. Minis of the week. We got the minis of the week.
It's Dr. Pepper!
For our first mini of the week.
It's the first mini of the week.
There we go. For our very first mini of the week, let me turn my mic on.
Dr. Dude.
So I can yap in this joint. What up?
I'm yapping in this joint.
We have Simco6 has made a post Emperor Doom for Marvel United using cell shading techniques.
That's
Cinco Sixo Psycho who threw his dick around.
okay.
Very nice, very good. Good work.
Looking very good, very nice.
We have 4 minis this week from the r/mini painting subreddit.
4?
That looks cool.
Um,
Now that we've seen what Marvel United minis look and feel like in person, it makes these all the more fucking impressive.
Yeah,
Because it's a soft plastic.
We got our boxes in the mail within the last week. I got my box. I'll talk about my box live on stream. Got my box today. So
Me
expect-
coming back from bottom surgery.
Expect some cool posts.
New box, who dis?
In the Discord. Speaking of, submit your own Pride Pick submissions to the Discord. We did just get one.
Oh,
but
just now?
Yeah, we'll do it next week.
There's no show next week.
There's no show next week.
Oh yeah, there's no show next
I'm
week.
not in the state.
There's no.
It's true.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we're not doing a Kael Butler solo show. Y'all
Could
are.
be you and me.
No. Because then they'll be like, why
on
do we need
camera?
Hayden won't me steal Hayden's job. Mini number 2!
Yeah,
Oh.
why do we even need Hayden?
It's just this guy.
What? Is it a carrot?
The
I don't know. Oh, he's
It's
got,
fries.
He's fries.
It's
He's got
fries.
a box of fries. He's
You-
got a body.
blabbering boob.
The
He's got a body on
Milk
him.
Necromancer, acolyte of the Clown Lich, Ronnie McDonagh.
Oh, where was the trigger warning?
Which bit?
For necromancy, Jules.
For
Jesus
acolyte,
Christ.
Clown, Lich,
Clown!
Ronnie McDonagh.
I did not care for the acolyte. Please warn me next time.
Posted by Part-Time Wizard.
Part-time wizard, full-time freak.
Next, something a bit on theme.
That's Karlak right there. That's cool. That's really cool.
Oh, she cunty.
It's a
Wow.
Karlak.
That's my
by
fucking wife.
Danielle Buron. A Karlak for a friend of mine. Very cool.
Oh.
Big model. Nice pose.
I like the insecurity with it. It's like this is for a friend.
Right,
Next week, welcome to Just Clueless.
Not sure about the glowing inside the heart, but I don't know better. Any suggestions?
I think that's really good. It's like it draws the eye.
I think it could be a bit more.
It could.
I think it's a hard thing to do because you want it to look translucent.
Yeah.
I'm not going to weigh in on the depiction of women's bodies.
I will.
You could put like the rib cage. You could shade
Yeah.
the rib cage, you know, a little bit. Because I know you're watching.
Oh yeah. We'll message you the whole stream.
Yeah.
Daniel Buron.
Daniel
Say,
Buron.
Skip to this bit.
Do you think when someone's like, do you think their name is pronounced like how people say to each their own?
What?
Oh yeah, Daniel Buron.
Okay, next mini.
Next
Final mini
mini.
of the week.
Woo.
Is Lord Harold.
Oh! Yeah, Harold.
Hello, Harold.
That's Lord Harold.
You know when
Hey.
people say, like, any feedback's welcome? Could you imagine sending them the link to this and be like, timestamp?
We reviewed Germany live on stream.
Yeah.
In front of a live audience.
It's for the live studio audience.
Looks like a mouse.
Yeah, is that the Master Sword on a stick?
It's a sword on a stick,
Well,
Kael.
paint that green and you know what you've got?
What?
A green sword on a stick.
The thing from Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice. Anyway, that's minis of the week.
Yeah, Lord Harold's cool.
Lord
Lord
Harold
Harold's
is sick.
I love Lord Harold.
Harold! Back from Shrek 2.
Anyway, TTRPG community spotlight as well, or just like a person who crochets that manages their funds very poorly. Every week we do a spotlight. This week, sorry, I just became an audience member for a second. I was just watching what Hayden was doing. In response to all of the fucking AI art that's around D&D
We don't watch the
spaces,
AR?
because like everyone wants a fucking picture of their character, and 18 million out of 10 D&D players can't draw. So a lot of AI art of characters and stuff have come forth, and a lot of DMs can't draw as well, and they're asking AI to make their towns and shit for them.
Because it's so easy to just go like, this is what it looks like, rather than
Yeah.
like, go on an imaginative journey with me, if you will.
And then it steals shit.
Yeah.
So in response to that, people who can draw are being highlighted by the Dicescape. So their show Artist Alley, their show is having a new feature called Artist Alley, dedicated to showing off 5 featured artists each week. In the hopes that, you know, if you need art done for your campaign and you can't draw, you can commission the artists featured on each week of Artist Alley. And there's 5 artists each week, so different styles to choose from. It's a really good way to find artists as well, because like it's like tattoo artists. Like you've really got to search for like what works for you and what you're imagining. So like having it be this many artists per episode per week is good. It gives you like a large scape of what's going on. And they want to uplift the artists in the TTRPG space, and I did it again. You can send your submission to them as well. So if you go to their Instagram, there is a link to their Google form that you can fill out. And if you want people to commission your art for D&D, or even if you just want to like show off your D&D art, have it be put on a platform where D&D nerds will like it and appreciate it. Yeah, go to their Instagram. There's a D&D. There's a Google form for it, and that's the Dicescape. So that's community spotlight.
And if you're sitting there going, oh, well, my art's not good enough for that, just send it in.
Yeah, if they put it on, then it's good.
Yeah, because
And if they don't, it's still good.
All artists save their art.
And if you've got minis that you like, that you painted,
Send them
put
to
in
us.
The Prime Pick submissions on Miniscore.
We'd love to see your primed picks.
We'd love to see your picks in the Prime. Anyway,
Optimus.
speaking of Prime Picks,
That's it.
that's it.
That's Prime Picks, baby!
Now, you're probably wondering, what the fuck could be next? Well, this is what we call the second half of the first half. We should have done in the first half.
Yeah.
But we're going to quickly run through a little game. We love a cheeky bracket here on D&D Live Presents.
We've done one.
It was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah, it's interesting. Where the fuck? Okay, so, Jules, do you have something
I'm
there?
happy to read out the brackets for you, and then
Okay.
you can look at the info on the shows and stuff if you want.
Yes, chef.
Okay.
That way you don't have to flip back and forth between stuff.
That sounds like the way to do it.
Alright. I've got my mic on. So,
Oh, I've reviewed a piece of paper.
oh, proper. This is a bracket of all of the upcoming DCEU projects of the DC Cinematic Universe, which is exciting.
I'm so excited.
Where we pit the upcoming projects against each other to try and figure out which project Hayden and Kael are the most excited for out of all of the 18 upcoming projects.
And this is currently, like, in June of 2025. This is based on all the information we have.
Yeah.
If next month we get told that, I don't know, J.J. Abrams is then directing the Titans, and then like it goes, oh, but hey, you were so excited for it back then. It's like, yeah, well, I didn't know he would be directing it then, didn't I?
Yeah.
People are playing Secret of the Mimic right now and learning that it's garbage shit.
Anyway, so I've gone big with the first.
Whoa.
With the first
You always
one.
come out swinging.
So you have to choose between the brand new Superman movie releasing July 11th,
I haven't seen it yet.
2025. The birth of this new DC era.
Actually, that's not true because we've already got two things in the new DC era.
Yeah, but this is the start.
Okay.
Looks absolutely peak.
I don't know, Guy Gardner gets shafted.
Trailer Fox. Superman literally punches somebody and his teeth fly out of his mouth and bounce off the camera lens.
Yeah. And he does the whole like, hey, buddy, up here.
Yeah.
I love that bit.
Versus a movie that is currently in development, The Brave and the Bold.
Not the Bold and Beautiful.
Okay. I was
Very
gonna say, put some Vaseline on the lens.
You have
Like Batman Brave and the Bold?
Batman Brave and the Bold.
Well, I mean, like, currently it's like the name of a movie versus Superman.
Yeah.
So is
You
it
do have a little description there for Brave and the Bold.
is it going to be based on the cartoon show?
Yeah, Batmite's going to be in it. DC has confirmed that they will have two cinematic versions of Batman going forward, as the DCU will get its own Dark Knight alongside the standalone movie as Matt Reeves' The Batman series. The Brave and the Bold looks to deal with the full Bat family, centering specifically on Bruce Wayne's 10-year-old son Damian. The movie will draw heavily from Grant Morrison's Batman comics. It is unclear how the film will connect to the event of the Flash movie, if at all. But the director, Andy Muschietti, was at one point confirmed to be directing The Brave and the Bold. See,
Bat Family versus Superman.
but like the issue is, Damien's like the second least exciting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's the
We're gonna focus on the 10-year-old kid that's stubborn and likes to kill things.
That's the League of Assassins one.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's the one that
Cool.
Batman gets drugged, has sex with Talia al Ghul. Talia al Ghul has like a 10-year-old kid and goes, "Here you go, this is your son. We've actually made him an assassin, and now we're gonna give him to you."
doing that before establishing anything to do with Ra's al Ghul
Brave.
and Bold.
That's why it's
So-
Brave and Bold.
Yeah, Superman.
Superman?
Superman.
Hands fucking down. I want a Batman World's Greatest Detective movie. I want a Knives Out style whodunit with Batman.
Well, see, I'm kind of okay with Matt Reeves taking over the detective-esque Batman side of things, and I'd love for this Batman to be a very, assassins-focused, a Batman that's a lot more, not relies on the idea of fear, but actually, is just a fucking menace.
But we already got that. Actually, did we? Dark Knight Batman was supposed to be that.
Dark Knight Batman was more the symbol of Batman. Matt Reeves' Batman is the idea of Batman. I would love for like there to actually be like the symbol in the sky, and like he is just constantly like putting his body on the line every night.
I feel like none of these Batmans have a personality.
No.
That's what we need. Anyway, next one. I will give you the first option, and you can read what it says about the first option, and then I'll give you what it's going up against.
Okay.
So, in development, a new animated TV series, which very, very recently got announced, Mr. Miracle.
Yes, that one was very recent. That was
Very, very recent.
a couple of days ago.
Who's Mr. Miracle?
Mr. Miracle has ties with Apocalypse.
Mr. Mixelplick?
You've got it on your sheets.
Apocalypse?
Yeah.
The-
Not Apocalypse, that's very different.
No, the X-Men character?
No, Apocalypse, the place where not Doomsday.
Oh,
Darkseid was.
Darkseid, yeah.
Mr. Miracle. Tom King, who wrote the Mr. Miracle comics with Mitch Gerards, is showrunner and EPing this one, which is in production, although network remains TBD. The show comes after James Gunn's Creature Commandos. Mr. Miracle, which Warner said will tell the odyssey of main character Scott Free, aka Mr. Miracle, is based on the critically acclaimed Eisner...
Scott Free?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Award-winning 12-issue comic book series.
I don't know a lot about Mr. Miracle, but I do
don't
know
either.
that the animated series right now is kind of fucking.
Yeah, people really like Creature
I
Commandos.
recently watched Creature Commandos,
Yeah.
and first of all, it's so horny. It's
Oh, yeah.
such a horny show.
People want to get Dr. Phosphorus pregnant yesterday.
That show is just so horned up.
So that is a show
Is it bad?
So that's one of them.
That is a show that is in development. Recently just got announced. We don't have a cast. We don't even know
We have
what
a
network it's
we have a
releasing
photo.
under. We've got a singular photo and that's it. Versus,
I need Bob Odenkirk to
do
play.
you want to read me the description for Clayface?
A Clayface movie scripted by Mike Flanagan is moving fast at DC. Flanagan, The Haunting of Hill House, Doctor Sleep, etc., previously voiced the desire to make a Clayface movie as a horror thriller tragedy. However, due to his various TV commitments, he won't direct the film, with Speak No Evil's James Watkins expecting to direct for a fall 2026 release. Safran and Gunn promise a body horror picture that is R-rated as well.
Yeah, we'll promise an R-rated Venom though.
That was just a intensity.
I think Clayface works horror-wise in a juxtaposition to the rest of Batman's Rogues Gallery when it's done like lighthearted.
Yes. Have you seen the Hush comic book or the Hush story animated?
I had a YouTuber explain it to me one time.
So, Hush, Clayface works really well when you forget about Clayface.
Yeah, like in spoilers for the best superhero video game ever. Like in Arkham City, where the second Joker is Clayface, and it makes sense in retrospect.
That's why I'm a bit worried about this going into it, because it's like the whole you don't know who's who, you don't know who's real. Secret Invasion, fuck that.
Yeah.
like there's so many ways you could do it well, but I'm like, I recently watched the Hush story, and as the audience, you know that the main villain of that movie isn't in the room with Batman. Like, you know he's off doing stuff, but he's currently talking to Batman, and you're like, was there a flash forward? Was there a flash back? How is he here?
Yeah.
And then he morphs into Clayface, and you go, oh my god, that's of course he'd be working with Clayface to have this keeping Batman here for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So that's why
it works every time.
But the other thing is, we've had a lot of movies that are just oh, we're gonna have solo movies for the villains, and they've not been good.
They've been shit. Yeah, I really don't like
Joker, Venom, fucking Morbius, Craven. I know that's Sony, and we're comparing Sony to James Gunn here.
Yeah.
But I don't have a lot of faith in the solo Venom or the solo villain movies.
But what if we get Clayface and it's okay, it's very clearly riffing off of other body horror movies, and it's like people are kind of ripping into it for that. It's like absolutely like beat for beat, like another. I cannot think of a single body horror movie.
What was the one that you watched not so long ago? The one that was at the Oscars. Demi Moore. Substance.
Yeah.
Is that a body horror?
What if it's just shot for shot the Substance?
Well, this is
but
my
with
thoughts.
Clayface?
Is the way you do this movie as interesting, cool, and not to do the classic like Venom, Craven, Morbius thing is that you don't. Clayface is not your protagonist.
Yeah.
It is a movie of just like regular people experiencing the horrors of Clayface.
And what if the
where
twist?
Clayface is a horror villain.
Yeah, I do like that where it's like...
Because we don't know that he's the main big interesting character. He could just be the villain in some poor family's life.
Well, because he himself is interesting because he's got the aspiring actor thing going. But it'd be really cool if they borrow the twist from the animated show, and have the main character be a piece of Clayface that was torn off and became sentient. Because that was a really heartbreaking episode.
So what do we think? Mr. Miracle animated series and the vibes of continuing Creature Commandos in the animated universe, or some sort of body horror?
I just see Mr. Miracle as like a vision for DC. Like as in like the Vision.
Yeah.
And I think I'd be more excited for a Clayface movie, but like
I think it has more ability to be bad.
I
the
would,
Clayface movie.
Yeah.
I would
But I
want.
think it also has more ability to be
I'm a gambler. I'm a gambler through and through. I love a risk. I'm probably gonna go Clayface.
I would want to see Clayface in like a Matt Reeves Batman setting, because he's
Matt
he
Reeves'
would be-
Batman is so good.
he would be the silliest villain that we would have gotten, but I think the Matt Reeves Batman universe would do him so much justice.
Yeah,
Or
because
even-
like imagine like Matt Reeves' Batman. Matt Reeves' Batman is the detective.
Yeah.
Like that's how I see that Batman. So imagine him having to do a whodunit or like a I have to figure out who Clayface is without him knowing that I figured out who Clayface is
Yeah.
through sheer detective work.
But they're realistically going to do Hush before they do that.
Well, yeah, this Clayface film is scheduled for September 11th. Well,
Whoa.
2026.
A
it has
second.
been delayed a few times.
Yeah, I was about to say this one's been like
swapped directors.
yeah, it's been talked about quite a
In
bit.
terms of its relation to Gunn's DC, don't think it's going to be a lot. I think it's just going to be a Clayface story,
Yeah.
which is interesting.
It's giving like Brightburn.
But also
vibes.
imagine if we got a Thanos solo movie.
We did. It's Infinity War.
No, but you know what I mean. Like, imagine if we had like a Thanos solo,
And it
like
wouldn't
an
work.
origin of Thanos. It would
It wouldn't
not
fucking work. Harry Styles would be there. It would just be him being like, "Death, please let me fuck."
Smash one time.
Please.
Smash one time.
Oh my god.
Okay, next we have two TV shows going up against each other.
Oh.
Would you like to read the description for Lanterns?
Lanterns is a high-concept detective drama in the vein of True Detective that revolves around Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. Kyle Chandler, Friday Night Lights, has been cast as Hal, and Aaron Pierre, the Underground Railroad, has been cast as John.
True Detective Lanterns TV show following Green Lantern. Mantle.
See, I immediately have issues with this,
Yeah.
but what are they going up against?
Mm-hmm.
What's the other
what's
half of the
show?
bracket?
Oh, well, you want to know what they're going up against?
Yes,
I thought you were
yes.
like, what are they going up against in the show? I was like, I don't know, probably something new every episode. Peacemaker Season 2.
See, Peacemaker Season 1... Peacemaker Season 1 is really fun. Like, I was expecting to hate John Cena, but you kind of steer into the skid of not liking him, where, like, not liking him is, like,
It's
you're
the
not
point.
supposed to like him.
Yeah. It's not my style of humor really. It's like doing the thing that Deadpool started doing, and it's not become annoying yet with Peacemaker. They're like poking fun at the medium that he's in.
Yeah, but it's also, like, it's without breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Because, like, breaking the fourth wall makes it a bit like, oh, you can't laugh at me for doing this stupid thing because I know I'm in a movie.
Yeah.
Whereas in Peacemaker, like, it's just it's a fun time, I will say. And like I sent you a clip, and I was like, just that clip alone is just so much fun.
Yeah. And we do know as well, for your sake as well, that being in the Peacemaker show does not guarantee that you live, because Peacemaker fucking dies in the Suicide Squad.
Well, no, he like they actually like speak on that.
Oh wait, did they bring him back?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like they actually like talk about like, oh my god, Corto Maltese, we did this. I was like manipulated to do this.
Oh, wow.
I fought for you in Corto Maltese, and you left me to die.
Damn.
So it's actually like it's Peacemaker season 1 is a continuation on the Suicide Squad to a T.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Peacemaker season 1. I'm more excited to see season 2 than I am to see Lanterns, because it looks like all we've seen is the screenshot of them walking on a dirt road.
But yeah,
And it's like, ain't Green Lantern a sci-fi space epic?
my issue with that is
Yeah.
Guy Gardner is Earth's Green Lantern. Why the fuck is there 2 more?
Yeah.
There is 3 Green Lanterns in very small situations where Hal tricks the system and gets one somehow. John has one, and Guy finds a way to get one. There's very small situations where all 3 of them have a Green Lantern ring at the same time, and you're starting it off with that. I love Green Lantern. One of my favorite DC stories of all time is a Green Lantern storyline. And like, I hope Hal has been a Green Lantern. I hope he's been disavowed. I hope he's been kicked out of the Force. And I hope he's given the mantle to John. Because John is one of the best Green Lanterns for many reasons.
Yeah. The reason I
He is just the purest Green Lantern.
take issue with it is because Jon Stewart is the Green Lantern that I grew up with, and he's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Because Hal Jordan.
He's just a party boy. Like
Hal Jordan sucks because he only makes plane shit. He only makes plane related shit. Because we get it, bro. You're a pilot. Oh my fucking god. But Jon Stewart makes cool shit, like cool stuff for toys, like Big Boxing Glove and Gatling Gun. I had the Red Rooster Jon Stewart Green Lantern toy, and holy
yeah.
Well,
fuck,
this
was
is
it
the
my
interesting
favorite.
thing is the way that they've been advertising it has been as this like true detective TV show.
I want
which
it to
is
be
very grassroots.
yeah.
I want it to be that John.
Go in space.
I don't know if either of them are even going to have the mantle in this.
Yeah,
I mean,
But it's going to be maybe one of them getting it back.
I just I hate so much that Abensor's Green Lantern ring, that when he crash lands on Earth, he dies, and his ring's like, I need to find a new protector. It's like, I could go to Guy Gardner, or I could go to Hal Jordan. Oh, Hal Jordan's closer. I'll just go to Hal Jordan. And that's why Guy Gardner doesn't have a ring. And then he gets shown a ring, like in a possible future where Hal Jordan's like, what if Guy got the ring? And he shows him, and he goes, that's where he dies, by the way, if he got the ring. So then Hal Jordan goes, I'll be friends with Guy Gardner. Guy Gardner gets hit by a bus, gets put in a coma, and he's like, oh, well, I guess Guy Gardner's not the next Green Lantern. But the reason Hal Jordan gets disavowed is because he creates an entire city with the Green Lantern ring, depletes the power of Oa, and they're like, no, that's not okay. You can't make people. You can't make a city. So we're going to take the ring off you. And he's like,
Why the fuck did he do that?
because he blew up, because he failed the city. It died because of him.
So he made a fucked up zombie version?
No, he didn't make a fucked up zombie version. He willed the city back into existence.
Oh.
Through, it was all green. It's a green city. It's a green hologram city.
I
So,
would rather be
Lanterns
dead.
versus Peacemaker.
I'm more excited about Peacemaker season 2.
Because Peacemaker, the character is going to be doing what the character fucking does.
Although Peacemaker does have Guy Gardner.
Yeah, look.
Do you really want to do it?
It just
And
feels.
Hawkgirl.
It does feel a lot more like it's. Peacemaker feels like it's Agents of Shield, in the sense that Marvel, DC stuff will be going on, and he'll be dealing with the little shit, where he talks about that kind of stuff, but is also I'm just doing my own thing, I'm not involved.
Alright, I'll put Peacemaker down. Next.
No.
This is one more. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Versus the infinitely delayed Batman Part 2. Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson's Batman Part 2.
I can't watch the movie without laughing at that song.
Yeah.
It don't know what, because it got memed. I
They got
think.
me,
It
yeah.
got
TikTok ruins so much good shit.
Do we even, has it even been confirmed if it's Mr. Freeze? Or is that just fan speculation?
Let's look.
Because I want it to be something kooky. I want it to be like Man-Bat.
I want it to be like
Court of Owls.
I want Court of Owls.
Court of
but
Owls
I
would be
don't
cool.
think it is.
Because Court of Owls would make sense with. Actually, would it make sense? Because.
there's nothing locked in,
They
but-
teased Hush in the first
which
one.
is so strong. It's
They
such.
also had Barry Keoghan as the Joker. That
Like,
I really hope
I think-
they never
I
do
think-
that.
Batman Part 2
Mm.
doesn't have the potential.
It's all rumors. There's no confirmation on what's happening.
Like, the Batman's Rogues Gallery is so interesting because it's all mental health.
Yeah.
It's all like what mental health does to a person.
But they.
And like being able to explore that and that kind of thing is really interesting. We just have nothing for Girl of Tomorrow.
Well, it's
Tomorrow.
based off the comic. If you read what we've got there, it's
Yeah. It depends on the villain.
It really does. Batman depends on the villain in every circumstance.
Yeah. If it's Court of Owls, sure. If it's Harvey Dent, I'll be a little bit because they didn't really. Did they have Harvey Dent in the first movie? I can't remember.
So yeah, this is Supergirl dealing with a horrible situation where she watched everyone around her die. Where she lived on a fragment of Krypton. Which, I mean, it could be good world building for Krypton.
Good way to bring like they always like introduce Brainiac with Supergirl in like adaptations. So that'd be cool.
I do love I think it's Batman Superman Apocalypse movie where Darkseid learns of Supergirl and is like, I want her on my team. And then it's just like Darkseid getting absolutely bodied by Supergirl, Superman, and Batman.
yeah. It rests in the hands of how good Superman is.
It really does.
But
If
Superman has very much advertised itself as this kind of like it is an all-star Superman story, and from what we've seen, it is very much that. And if Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, is going to base itself off what is the most iconic Supergirl comic book, then maybe the film would be goated. Batman Part 2 has been getting script rewrites for like the last 3 years.
that's also a good sign. The
Yeah.
fact that they're not willing to throw anything. Because, like, Batman was good. It was really, really good. And they could literally throw the same cookie cutter thing back into it and come out with the same result. But they're like, no. This has to be fucking good. And the Penguin did well. Penguin was received well.
That makes it more exciting.
Which, because the fact that, like, the people in that world are more exciting. And the fact that the Penguin isn't like, oh, he's the Penguin, waddle, funny hands. He's just a horrific mob boss, which is such a great interpretation of the character, which means that any rogue gallery of Batmans could be a very, very good.
Yeah.
I think they fumbled the ball so hard in Matt Reeves' Batman with introducing the Joker, because I don't want him in this movie.
He
Yeah.
introduced the Joker in the... Oh,
Yeah,
that's
the
right.
whole interrogation scene with the Joker.
Yeah, Paul Dano is like, fuck, and then the Joker's like, don't worry about
And
it,
it's
King.
Barry
I've done it
Keoghan,
before."
Sabrina Carpenter's ex-boyfriend.
Mm,
And I don't want him in this movie at all.
no.
But then also, if you don't have him in the movie, why was he in the first? And it's a bit messy in terms of the
Yeah.
hero roster. But I
just
think
want...
you have the opportunity to have
Yeah.
one of the best Batman villain-off stories of all time.
My
It's
By
just...
bringing in Hush or Court of Owls.
my fucking my hopium with the Barry Keoghan Joker thing is that they were like, look, here he is. You're never gonna see him again.
You know what I want it to be? I want it to be that like Joker has brainwashed someone to pretend to be Joker in an asylum.
No, because we got that in Joaquin Phoenix's The Joker, where he was revealed to not be the real Joker.
Yeah.
We got a lot in that.
Or
movie.
that's Clayface pretending to be Joker.
That's what I was saying. I was like, what if,
That would be amazing!
Yeah, what if Clayface is the substance, but just with Clayface, like how the Joker was just Taxi Driver and the comedian, and then Clayface 2, he's paired with Chappell and he gets essayed, and someone shows up and he's like, you ain't the real Clayface, baby bitch.
The director of Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is an Australian director, which makes kind of sense why they cast Millie Alcock, because she's also Australian.
Love
He
Aussies.
also is the director of I, Tonya, which is very, very good
Yes.
movie. And also Lars and the Real Girl, which is the movie where Ryan
Oh.
Gosling
That's the sequel to
is in
iRobot.
love with a sex doll. Very good, heartfelt movies.
Yeah. And like Supergirl is a fucking ray of sunshine character.
Yeah, I think
Emily Alcock's.
well, like the Supergirl where she's like, kind of like a badass. I'm like knowingly like up herself. I'm like there's been a lot of depictions where she's just like a snot-nosed little kid that's like, I don't listen to what Superman says. He doesn't know what I'm going. Like he doesn't know. It's like, no.
I feel like
I hope that like this Superman. I hope he has to be like a mentor figure.
I feel like a lot of men struggle with writing confident and comfortable women because they always like come off as they sometimes come off as arrogant. Like Storm in the X-Men comics currently, like they a bunch of white dudes writing a confident non-white woman. They don't know how to do that other than God complex.
Yeah.
So I hope that we don't.
There's a way to be confident without putting other people down, and so a lot of people can't write that.
No.
It is written by a woman.
Beautiful.
It's directed by a
That's
man, but
good.
written by a woman.
Holy shit. That's one of my fucking.
Okay.
What do we think?
Such green flag.
Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, based on her most infamous comic book, and the next huge blockbuster in the DCEU trilogy, or Matt Reeves' long-awaited sequel to Robert Pattinson's Batman movie.
I love Matt Reeves' Batman. It is like top 3 superhero movies of all time for me. I hope it never gets that sequel.
I was thinking about saying the exact same thing, where I don't want it to be ruined by a sequel.
Yeah.
I think Robert Pattinson as Batman was one of the biggest gambles, and it pays off. Not gamble, but like not one of the biggest gambles. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's such like you've taken a character that played a vampire in a young adult novel depiction that was one of the biggest things in the world at one point, and you made him Batman, and it worked.
Yeah. And it works
Don't
so
ruin
well. And
I think there are so many Batman villains that don't work against him as well.
No.
yeah.
I
And
don't
they
see.
could
I
really
don't.
fumble the bag.
I don't see him being trained by Ra's al Ghul.
No.
Like this is such a great year one Batman.
Yeah, like I think Court of Owls or Hush are like the only 2 possibilities, and even then Court of Owls would be a bit too silly and redundant.
Could you imagine this guy going up against Killer Croc?
It's also insane that
Solomon Grundy.
this is a sequel to a movie that came out however many, like 4 years ago, 4 years ago
Like just
now.
let it be standalone.
We know more about Supergirl than we do about this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know
So
the
it's
plot of
crazy.
Supergirl.
Alright, so it's Supergirl.
Supergirl, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like let it be standalone. It has a really good spin-off show. That
And they
just
have good grounds to work Supergirl off of, because we just had a good depiction of Supergirl in the Flash movie.
yeah.
Alright, I feel like this one's going to be really easy. for
We
you
do
guys.
have to blitz through
Yeah.
these.
Dynamic Duo, the animated Robin origin movie.
Keep in mind the thing that we did see was false. There was a leaked. It's Jason Todd and Dick Grayson.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Versus Creature Commandos Season 2.
Dynamic duo.
Dynamic Duo.
I've seen Creature Commandos,
Really easy.
and I think it's a great letting people know where the world is sitting at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't think the season 2 is going to be groundbreaking. I think it's going to be just a continuation on these characters that are be one step removed from people for the Suicide Squad.
One of the best, most underrated parts of the Bat family is the big brother Nightwing, little brother Robin.
The failed Robin.
Yeah.
Do you want to read me the description for The Authority?
No, but you're gonna anyway.
Because I heard that title and I was like, I don't care about this. What is
DC's
this? And I heard
Anti-Justice League was a big part of the initial announcement lineup that Gunn and Safran made back in 2023. But it seems like the project has been a tougher script to crack than they expected. The Authority is a group of powerful heroes who take a far more proactive approach to meting out justice.
So a new superhero
Just sounds like
team up project.
Sounds like the Seven. It just sounds like the boys.
Yeah. Versus Swamp Thing.
Oh, Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing was betting
Swamp
big
Thing.
on his
Have you seen the
lumbering
original?
monster for their new cinematic
So
universe.
shit and so good.
What's this?
The original Swamp Thing movie, it's so bad, but so
I just
good.
love the Swamp Thing's depiction in the DCAU, which was just they were see this big machine that's about to destroy the world? Mother Nature lives on this world, and Swamp Thing's no! They literally just
Yeah.
goad him into attacking the big bad, because he's It'll destroy the nature.
I'm happy to just lock in Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
We got Man-Thing recently, so we need Swamp Thing to come in and show him his boss.
We've got a Bane/Deathstroke movie following Bane and Deathstroke versus, which I think might be the pick, the Teen Titans movie.
Teen Titans movie.
Live action
Yeah.
Teen Titans movie.
Because
Like, if they do dynamic duo and they introduce Dick Grayson and then they do the Teen Titans movie
yeah,
and it's like him just like having to deal with the fact of like, oh, I could wrangle one like troubled kid.
Mhm.
Now I have to wrangle like 6 because the Titans TV show fumbled a lot of bags, but the one thing it did really well was the teen dynamic where they're like there needs to be like a chain of command, but we're all just shits. We all just don't care.
yeah. They have a lot of damage control to do on the Titans TV show, and it's a similar problem with Clayface. It's like solo villain shit. It's just not interesting anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care that you put 2 of them in there. Bane is only interesting when he's up against Batman.
Yeah, I think Bane, like the Bane story is good because he like goes, "Hey Batman, I'm gonna just be the only motherfucker to actually organize all of your rogues and make them all attack you on
Yeah.
one night." And Batman's like, "What the fuck?"
Because he's an amazing strategist.
Yeah. Also, the frame where Batman gets home from a long day fighting crime and he's like, "Oh, it's been a big day," and then the entire Bat family is strung up by their necks in the Batcave, and you're like, okay. Also, I want a Joker that will like. You could sit there and go, yeah, you could feasibly cut off the faces of the entire Bat family and make them eat them.
That's one thing I love. We've got 18 projects announced. And none of them are Joker.
Thank fuck.
Yeah.
So
I
Teen
think-
Titans movie is the winner. Next is a Wonder Woman movie which we just do not know anything about.
And we
like
don't.
it's been delayed and delayed and delayed, and we don't know who Wonder Woman is or anything. Or something which seems to be working in the similar vein as the Peacemaker TV show, which is the Waller TV show.
I'm not.
Follow
I
Amanda
don't
Waller.
like Waller as like a character. I like her as a threat.
Mm.
I like her as like a person pulling the strings behind the scenes. Like someone goes, "Oh, Waller sent me. That's why I'm here." Not a show based around Amanda Waller. I feel like it'll be very Secret Invasion with Nick Fury, where it's like
Yeah.
Nick Fury on his own is not very interesting. But like,
I've
I
got
think
a lot of hopes for a Wonder Woman movie. I've got a lot of hopes for a Wonder Woman
I
movie.
want it-
Even knowing nothing about it, I've got
I
a lot of
want
hopes
it
for
based
it.
now.
Yeah.
You, my friend Jules, need to watch the DC animated universe because the depiction of Wonder Woman is great, where she's just like a woman who like is just not lost to time, but is so like, you know, I have a sword and a whip. Like I am, and then the people are like, you're a bad person. She goes, why? I killed the bad guys, and they're like, yes, but no. And she's like actually interesting and like has like this is the warrior on the Justice League.
We pick a Wonder Woman over the Waller TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Final one. We have Paradise Lost.
Which is a
which
Wonder
is a
Woman.
Wonder Woman, but Wonder Woman's not
World-building
in it. It's
show.
a world building show for the like Amazonians' history of where Wonder Woman comes from. They've marketed it as this like Game of Thrones style historical exploration versus the Booster Gold TV show.
Booster Gold 1,000,000 fucking %.
I hate Booster Gold, and I'm
Really?
more excited about it than that because if it was called like Old Gods, that would be a phenomenal world building show for the Wonder Woman side of things because like the whole thing is she is the daughter of Zeus, and all that comes with that, and like that was one of the most interesting things about Zack Snyder's Justice League. Was the opening scene with all the you had Hercules, Ares, what was his name? I can't
Were
remember.
you gonna say Hamish?
Hamish and Andy, they were both there. But like they were fighting to stop Darkseid, and it's like, yeah, the old gods would get involved.
So this is that is your pairings. We are now going to quick fire count of 3 down on these next pairings. Some of them are going to be pretty easy. I feel like some of them are going to be a bit difficult. There is a 3 verses in there just because you have odd numbers. So we are starting off with Superman versus Clayface.
Superman.
Three,
Oh, sorry.
3, 2, 1.
Superman.
Beautiful.
No fucking contest. Are you kidding me?
Next you have Peacemaker Season 2 versus Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. Think about it for a second. 3, 2, 1.
Supergirl.
Supergirl.
Nice.
like new
We
thing.
have Dynamic Duo versus Swamp Thing versus Booster Gold. So out of those 3, Dynamic Duo, Swamp Thing, and Booster Gold. I feel like this might be one of the toughest ones to come out of this. Have a think about it. Animated Robin show?
I don't think my
something
vote's going to be a
movie.
surprise to anyone.
Booster Gold TV show. On the count of 3, 3, 2, 1.
Booster
Dynamic
Gold.
Duo.
I'm happy to tie break if you want.
Yeah.
I don't think you're budging. I don't know if you would either.
I'm not budging. I like Booster Gold. I don't know jack shit about him, but I like him. The TikTok girlies like him. I'm what the culture.
I feel like I am equally as excited for Booster Gold as I am for Dynamic Duo. I just really want them to kickstart this Bat Family shit. I just want to see it happen. I want us to get there.
Yeah, I just want to see it in in the live action Batman mainline
Yeah.
stuff.
We have not had a Robin since Batman and Robin. Kael?
Yeah.
That was the
But,
last Robin, besides Titans, that was the last Robin we had. We have had 3 separate Batman since then.
One single Robin. See, that's the
We have had 3 Batman!
that is the one direction.
That's big time rush!
That
Chat is voting Dynamic Duo.
That is the one direction that I
I'm a
think
Robin, yeah.
Batman 2 could go in. Because Batman 1 was about him learning to what it means to be a hero, and Batman 2 should be him opening himself up to starting a Bat
He
family.
adopts a son with Alfred.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna tie break it on Dynamic Duo. I'm sorry, Booster Gold.
That's
I am
okay.
really excited for Booster Gold though.
But, like,
I just love bimbos.
Okay, final one for that round. Teen Titans movie versus Wonder Woman movie. I feel like this one might be kind of... We know nothing about both of them, other than just Teen Titans movie and Wonder Woman movie. 3, 2, 1.
Teen Titans.
Let's go. Alrighty, you have two pairings going up against each other. And then you will have your finalists. So you've got Superman versus Supergirl.
Superman.
I actually think it's time for the ladies to step up.
Like in that one scene of Endgame?
Yeah. She's not alone.
This
is my fight song.
If you put I think I'm honestly more excited for Supergirl purely because it's Millie Alcock and I just love her so much from House of the Dragon.
You're
excited?
sitting there and you're telling us you're more excited about Supergirl than you are for Superman.
If they take all the energy and all the the joy and whimsy that they've got packed into Superman right now and they put that with Supergirl, with Millie Alcock as Supergirl, I'm more excited for that. But I don't know it. I don't know that that's what's going to happen, so I do think the choice is Superman because it just looks peak.
But the director is
Give me a Starfire and Robin and
Tonya,
Raven love triangle for the Teen Titans. I love that, Starfire and Robin are like the couple in the Teen Titans, and you're like, nah, make Raven want to fuck them too. Make Beast Boy cuck.
I want a good Supergirl movie way more than I want a good Superman movie.
But I think
she's
the
never
weight...
had it.
That's true.
The weight on this Superman movie, though, is insane. And the fact that, they know that, it has to be so fucking good.
I want Teen Titans Breakfast Club.
But that's not the bracket. It's Superman versus Supergirl.
Yeah. Teen Titans Breakfast Club.
Teen Titans is next.
I've spoken.
Oh, are you Superman?
Superman. I heard it's like
Supergirl?
Superwoman, but dudes.
Superman.
Yeah. Okay.
Superman because it will pave the way.
Yep. And then Superman is going up against either Dynamic Duo or Teen Titans movie. 3, 2, 1.
Teen Titans. I feel like Dynamic Duo will be a good world kind of setting where the Bat family is. I also would I don't like Tim Drake and I don't like Damian Wayne, so I feel like Titans will be Tim Drake, which will be interesting because I don't like Tim Drake because there's never really been like a big story around him. I know the stories that are around Damien. I know the stories that are around Jason. And I know the stories that are around Dick. But I don't know the stories around Tim. So I don't like him as much.
Yeah.
So that's probably why. But if they do Titans with Tim, that'd be interesting.
Because
Because
all I know
like,
about Tim is that he gets Jokerized that one time.
yeah, there is that depiction.
Yeah.
But Tim, there was a Pride comic where Tim came out and like during Christmas, and it was such a beautiful moment because like Batman was like, because
You're gay!
Tim's the only Batman that like wants to be Batman's son, and that's a really beautiful thing when Tim's like, I think I like this guy, and Batman's like, well, my son. Do it.
Batman's like, I don't give a fuck. You're late for combat drills.
Alfred's like, sir, do you want me to get out the flag?
I'm going to count down for what are most excited for DCEU project under James Gunn's leadership. Out of the next 18 projects is going to be between either, don't say it yet, say it at the end of the countdown, between this new Superman movie releasing in less than a month.
You know, it'd be so funny if you ended the
Or-
stream right before we said, so we have to wait 2 weeks to find out what we're most excited for.
Or the first ever live action Teen Titans movie. 3, 2, 1.
Teen Titans.
Damn.
It's gonna be, it has, because it's rewriting all of the bullshit from the Titans show. It's very nostalgic because of the Teen Titans show, and it could be fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I think if this is if we get good announcements about this is the most exciting project.
Yeah, if the
We got a good
lineup
cast
is
and a
full
good
of a
director and a
great,
good writer, it's
And if you give a great cast and you go, yeah, they also like straight off the bat they're going up against like Deathstroke, which is a reasonable villain that fucks with the Titans so heavily.
He fucks with teens too.
whoa, he does.
I know, but like
Yeah.
not this depiction.
Wow.
Give us Slade Wilson from the Arrow TV show.
Give us Joe Manganiello.
In the same vein that I think if you take
Also,
all
it
the
doesn't
hype-
have Guy Gardner.
if you take all the hype and all the understanding around this new Superman movie and be like, this looks goated, and apply that to Supergirl, and I think Supergirl's probably, I'm more excited for that than I am Superman, that same thing applies for Teen Titans. If you have that, if you get trailers like that for Teen Titans, and a cast that good for Teen Titans, directed that well by somebody we trust that much, Teen Titans is the most exciting thing.
And then you get Teen Titans 2,
Electric Boogaloo.
Teen Titans 2, Young Justice.
Yeah, because that's the whole thing. It's like the Teen Titans like characters are literally just the Justice League sidekicks that are then going like, no, we need to operate on our own
Yeah.
because we are not growing, and you do not have the ability to babysit us. We need to grow, and we need to make our own mistakes.
It does suck to suck for the like kids that have been growing up with Teen Titans Go,
Yeah.
because they'll watch this and they'll be like, oh dear.
It is, we do have the writer confirmed. It is the same writer as Supergirl.
So
cool.
we're so right. If it's like if Superman fucks, Supergirl will fuck,
As
and
long
these
as
Teen
Titans
Titans
will
will fuck.
As long as they make Raven grey.
Yeah.
I need Raven to be grey.
Yeah.
And I need Starfire to be orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really need to just go
And I
like
need-
Raven. Raven needs to be just like, oh, what's the actress's name? The one that's in Scream.
Jenna Ortega. Take Jenna Ortega, make her a fucking drow elf, you've got it. And I can't believe I have to ask for this. I can't believe I have to write this on my fucking Christmas list like a little boy. I need Beast Boy to be green.
Make him green. Make him a social influencer.
Also, Beast Boy isn't white.
No.
Okay, let's get that out of the fucking window right now. Do not make Beast Boy white. I need them to have another crack at a person of color being Starfire, because that is a fucking amazing idea. I need Beast Boy to be green. I need him to be quite literally a person of fucking color. I need him to be.
And make it Dick Grayson, and everyone's there because they're like, oh, we want to be part of a team. He's there because he's like, I fucking despised working for Batman.
Yeah.
He fucking beat me. He dragged me out every night to beat up villains for his agenda. I am here because I don't want any of you to have to fall under that bracket. And I want Cyborg.
We'll get a good cyborg.
I want Cyborg.
Cyborg.
Okay. Hear me out.
Cyborg.
Peak.
Okay, we are running over time, but that was because we did lose a little bit of time in there.
We lost a good 2 minutes though.
Yeah. So I want Dick Grayson as Robin. Still Robin, but he's wearing his own costume. Starfire, and they have a little bit of chemistry. They don't fuck, but they have like an underlying...
Uh-huh.
Donna of Troy. Raven. Beast Boy.
Kid Flash?
No.
No. Okay.
Because we've not got anything to do with the Flash yet.
Who the fuck is Donna of Troy?
She's like a one-woman sidekick.
Oh yeah. Have a big
Give us-
Chris Pine.
Hawk or Dove?
I've never been to Vijava.
Hawk and Dove are a great, like, dynamic duo.
Yeah.
Give us one of them. Don't give us the other one, because the story will come from the fact of why aren't they together. And give us the fucking T-shaped building.
Oh yeah.
Could you imagine?
Give us the fucking Titans Tower.
Off the Metropolis Bay is just this big building that's T-shaped.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. Who built it? They had to have that custom built. Also, give the Justice League their watchtower.
Yeah.
Don't make them be like, oh yeah, we operate at Batman's Batcave and it's kind of crowded. No, give them a watchtower. Send them up into space.
But yeah, because it makes sense. Only like 3 of your guys are Earth-based. Martian Manhunter has to like fucking commute to Gotham? No.
Oh my god, imagine
Also
if
the
we...
fact that they're making the same person write Teen Titans as they are making write Supergirl means that the Supergirl movie is going to be like actually Supergirl and not like Superwoman.
Yeah.
Like you're getting the same person who's writing the Teen Titans movie to write the movie about this kid Superman.
And holy fuck, teenagers
Absolute cinema.
being written by a woman. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I want the teen drama. I want them to be like bickering on the battlefield of like, yo, quick, have my back, and it's like, have my back.
I want it to
It's
be.
like, no, shut the fuck up. We don't have time for that. I want that.
I want it to be Euphoria, but with
Jesus Christ.
I want Raven to be bumping coke.
Anyway.
That's all the time we have for because we've gone over time because we don't have an episode next week.
What? Yeah.
That's unfortunate, but someone had to.
We're gonna stream
Leave
Kael for 2 hours while Kael sleeps. Kael ASMR snoring.
I do fart.
If there's no tier building, I'm not watching slash
Yeah. I don't care if you have to put like supports. I don't fucking care. Just make it happen.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Because I don't want them to be like, Beast Boy's like, what are you expecting? The building to be shaped like a giant T? Yes.
Yes. Thankfully, we're no longer in that era of superhero movies where they have to like pretend to not be superhero movies.
Yeah.
So we'll probably get a T-shaped building.
Yeah. It's like Batman's like, I bought you a building and the architect went kind of crazy, but he's kind of like experimented with it. So it's a big T-shaped building and they're like, we could be called the T's or the Teen Titans. And it's like, oh.
Yeah. Or you could have like Space Needle technology, where like the 2 T's are being held up by a pillar that also has the elevator in it.
Anyway. That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. Seek warmth in yourself before you seek warmth. You know, I don't know what's the thing you say.
Yeah, close enough.
Anyway, that's going to be us. We'll see you here in 2 weeks' time for 2 weeks' time.
I didn't finish Lazelle, but I finished Crossbones.
Oh, I don't even tell you how much I painted. I
From,
painted
like,
silver boots and that's it.
from
Anyway,
like 8 episodes ago.
we miss you already.
Miss you already!